Hi everyone, welcome to Adventures with Moo 42. This is where I will be sharing my garden and food adventures. I'll also be sharing with you my favorite recipes, garden tips, garden projects, and more. Thank you for watching and enjoy! Area, I am repotting it because I believe it's outgrown this pot, and I'd rather just have it in a bigger pot so it can grow. And, excuse me while I forget because there was a bug. Anyway, I'm going to be putting it in this bigger pot here. These are coffee grounds that we put around the Plumeria. It serves two functions. The coffee grounds, first of all, they deter squirrels in general. And second of all, they make the soil more acidic, which is what the Plumeria likes. And then Plumeria don't like to be overwatered. And then you wonder why I'm wearing these gardening gloves. I usually don't wear gardening gloves, which is bad. You should always wear gardening gloves so if you get cut or something, you don't get bacteria into your wound. And it's just better to wear gardening gloves so you don't get covered in dirt. But anyway, the Plumeria, their sap is an irritant to the skin, so I don't want that on my hands in case I happen to get that on it. So I'm wearing these gardening gloves as a protective element. And then the Plumeria, so I got it several months ago and it was just about here, and you can see because of this aged coloring to it, and all this green is green growth, and it didn't have any leaves on it when I first got it. It was literally just a stick, and I had no faith in it growing. But obviously now it's spread and I'm super happy. So Plumeria, it's flowers. It's known for making the Hawaiian leis, and I think it's beautiful. I don't know what color flower this one will make it. Time will tell, and when I find out, I will update you guys. And then Plumeria doesn't like being overwatered. It doesn't like being wet because it can rot it. And then it also doesn't like to be in full sun all the time. So we have ours in the shade and it helps it out. And then it also doesn't like, so when it reaches the winter, if it gets down to freezing, you'll need to bring your Plumeria inside or protect it with a sheet or something, because otherwise it could possibly kill the plant. So, as I said, I'm going to be repotting it into this bigger pot, and I will then show y'all the finished product of the repot. Show y'all two things. First of all, you can see the roots all in here. You can see it's being root bound. This is that wonderful, irritating sap I was talking about. You do not want this on your skin. A leaf fell off, so oh well. And then right here, you can see down below that it was root bound, as you can tell. So it's a good thing that I am putting it in this new pot. And then also, what I think I want to do is I may try and root this. I don't know if that's possible. I know if you have a piece here that breaks off, you can root it or graft it back on. But I'm gonna see what happens. I highly doubt this will root, but if it does, I will share that with y'all. Anyway, let me get to adding more soil onto this and then giving it a little bit of water because it looks dry. Now officially repotted. It's got its faded little wooden name-stick, and I'm now going to get back under the shade. I re-put the coffee grounds on top, sprinkled all around to help keep that soil acidic. And you can also measure soil acidity and or if it's more basic, with a simple vinegar and baking soda test. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to move on to some of the other things I need to get repotted that I will show y'all shortly. This is my ginger. I know on my Instagram I updated you guys about it not too long ago. I am now repotting it again because I was able to drill holes in this bigger pot, and I know ginger grows, it's a root, or it's called some fancy scientific word that starts with an R that I can't remember off the top of my head. Feel free to tell me and remind me in the comments section. So I'm going to just be repotting it into this big one, and then guess what I'm going to put in here? More of those strawberries that I will tell you about on a different video that I was gifted, over 100 of them. So that will free up more space and just juggling and moving plants around to put them in the best pots. Also, ginger is pretty easy to grow. I actually got this one from the grocery store, and it took a while for it to get started because there may have been inhibitors or something sprayed on it. But basically what I did is I soaked it in water, warm water, overnight, and then the next day I put it in a pot where, like this, where it was raised, just kind of pressed into the soil, and I just kept watering it over several months, and then a shoot sprouted like this. So the root itself was going to grow downward, and then this ginger shoot, it's also edible. Now, you'd have to cut it finely, and you can add to salads and stuff, or saute it, but make sure it's fine so it's easier to digest, or saute it, make ginger tea out of it when it's dry. There's a bunch of different uses for it. It's going to be less milder than the ginger root, but it also has the same nutrients and milder ginger flower, antioxidants, and all that good stuff for you. So I figured I'd share that with you, and let's get to repotting. Finished repotting ginger. There were some deep roots to this that were bigger than the size of my hand. I know it doesn't look, my hands look great, they're just so clean. Anyway, as we can see that there's some new growth starting. There's a new shoot here, and there's some new growth here. And this is a nice, strong ginger sprout. So I'm going to just let it grow and live its best plant life. And I am going to get it back under the shade. Or somewhat shade, somewhat sunny spot. And also ginger does not like to be overwatered. And I will catch y'all in the next kind of repotting, fixing video in a second, or part of this. This is when I first got my sunchokes. As you can see, there is just the root bulb there, and I just placed them in some dirt, and I watered them a little bit. And then 4 days later, they already started to sprout. And this was at the time, as you'll find out, I didn't have enough dirt. And here we'll have a repotting video in a second. Okay, so these are my Jerusalem artichoke, also known as sunchokes. These are known as the healthier version of a potato. They help regulate blood glucose levels. They don't have as much starch as potatoes, but they grow exactly like potatoes. And so, as you can see, there is totally not enough soil in here. When I got them, I ran out of soil, potting mix to put in here. So I now have a bunch of soil, as you just saw with me as I was repotting the Plumeria and the ginger and doing some other things today. So I'm going to take these out, and I'm going to fill this up with dirt, because these need to be about 6 inches up from the bottom, and in order for them to be able to grow, because they grow like a potato where it's root down. And it hasn't been a long time at all since I had these, and they already started to grow leaves and all that. So let's get them up now. I'm going carefully. Ooh, look at these roots, gorgeous. I'm going to carefully scoop under here and dig this out, and try not to destroy the root system on it. Now, wow, this is amazing. And you can see the original sunchoke that I got. There we go. So this is one. I'm going to put this off to the side. We're going to go for number 2 here. I'm going to dig underneath. Grab this little booger. Haha, success! I got the treasure. I'm going to shake off this dirt. So sunchokes are pretty easy to grow. You just kind of, like potatoes, you let them grow. I will do a future video on how to harvest them, because I don't know yet how to, off the top of my head, to harvest facts. And there's that base artichoke, Jerusalem artichoke. Also with these, I have them in a container, as you can see, because they're similar to horseradish, asparagus, and other types of plants. And mint, they're very, they can be invasive. So you want to keep them in a container, otherwise if you miss one piece when you are taking them out of your garden, you're stuck with them, and they'll keep popping back. So that's why I have them in a container. It keeps it contained, it doesn't take over my garden, and it's just an easier way to control it. So I'm now going to go for Mr. 3 here, the third guy. And you can do 1 per pot. I just felt like doing 3 in here. Probably an unwise move. I kind of planted them close together, but I kind of do with a bunch of my plants. I'm bad plant parent like that. So, oh well. Yeah, here's the base. Man, isn't this gorgeous? Okay, now I'm going to add a bunch more soil to this. Probably to about here. And then I'm going to put the guys back in here. And then that will be, and I'm going to cover them with a little bit more soil, and then they will be repotted. So I look forward to showing you all that. Hi, so this is the finished repotting, and I covered them up a little bit just to encourage them to have more growth. And I've kept them in the full sun, and they really have loved it, so I'm going to just keep doing that. And I can't wait to be able to harvest them soon. Or it won't be soon, but it's going to be within a year, so I'm going to call that soon. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and thank you for watching the other repotting videos with the Plumeria and my ginger. And like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that jazz. Reach out to me, tell me what you think. I love seeing y'all's comments or replying back to them. And just have a great rest of your day. Bye.